Oh, what's that?
I just heard a and my car alarm went off. Is someone trying to break into my truck?
A group of men were camping in a secluded area when they recorded something alarming. In the distance, they noticed a large, dark creature moving.
Holy.
Initially, they assumed it could be a bear, but the creature's movements made them question that. Its gait was unlike anything they'd ever witnessed. In 2015, a video surfaced on YouTube, often referred to as the Russian Bigfoot video. Little is known about its background, but it shows a father and son in the Russian wilderness, seemingly trying to film a mysterious creature. The way it moves suggests it's definitely not a bear, and many believe this could be some of the clearest footage of a possible Bigfoot ever recorded.
Блин, это сюда. Я боюсь. Вон, смотри. Он ветки на шевелит, по-моему. Я ничего не... О, вон, передвигается. Чучело. Смотри, ветки шатаются. Смотри. О, побежал. Я заснял его. Испугать его пошли. Я заснял. Смотри. Ё-моё. Вот это килограмм песни песен. Угу. Видел, как он своими лапами машет? Смотри, вон. 2 метра рост. Ё. Я боюсь. Надо отдать эту съемку в НТВ. Чрезвычайное положение. Пошли за ним.
It wouldn't be typical Bigfoot footage without some blurriness, but even with the poor quality, a few striking details stand out, like its incredible speed, the length of its arms, and how it appears to use them while running. Bear is famous for his fearless adventures, which include solo camping trips and exploring abandoned buildings around the world on his YouTube channel, Exploring with Bear. In this eerie clip, Bear heads out on a truck camping journey to a forest known for its haunted cemetery, a place steeped in ghostly legends and notorious for Bigfoot sightings. On November 26, 2024, Bear arrives in the forest at night. Though he's ready for the cold, he's unaware of the terrifying experience that awaits him.
All right. Let's show you what we're working with for 23 degrees. We do got our wood burner. We got our pot for heating up some stuff. Bag, bunch of wool blankets, an extra flannel. I got a flannel, a hoodie on right now. Got my bag, more waters and everything. So 23 degrees, probably even colder by the time it gets later, you know. So can we stay warm? That's the question. That's what I can't wait to find out.
Prepared to embrace the night, Bear sets out for a walk to the nearby haunted cemetery. But as he gets closer, an eerie shift in the atmosphere starts to settle in.
Oh my goodness. Forget, I think the cemetery's actually in here a bit good ways too. Oh. I got a terrible feeling. Terrible. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. Oh. Behind us. We just came from there. No, that was way too close. Way too close. I'm gonna try to get some distance from that. That did not sound like Nate. That was something did that. Man, I'm trying to walk really quiet. Oh man, the ground's frozen. I don't hear anything else. Oh my goodness. Man, that is close. That's close to the truck too.
As Bear moves closer to the cemetery, a sense of unease starts to settle in. The silence of the forest is disturbed by an odd sound coming from the direction of his truck. Even though his anxiety is rising, Bear continues on, focused on reaching the cemetery.
Okay. Man, it is free. Ooh, this might be it. I think we found it. Now, last time there was like 3 or 4 deer. Let's see if we can see any deer. What is that?
As Bear arrives at the cemetery, he looks over the quiet, shadowy graveyard, recalling a deer he had spotted on a previous visit. However, as he scans the headstones, something grabs his attention.
What is that? Oh, it just moved. What is that? Oh, it just moved.
At first, Bear doesn't notice anything strange, but then he spots a figure in the distance, a person, or what seems like one, standing among the gravestones. As Bear locks eyes with the figure, it slowly begins to turn toward him. Overcome with shock and fear, Bear quickly decides to run back to his car as fast as he can, his heart pounding with each step. When he reaches his vehicle, the unsettling feeling that he's being followed doesn't leave him. The dark possibility that the figure might not be alone pushes him to abandon his camping plans. He leaves the forest shaken and full of unanswered questions. What could anyone be doing in the cemetery on such a cold, isolated night? Could their presence be part of a dark ritual, or was there something even more sinister happening? The mystery lingers, adding to the cemetery's already eerie reputation. This is Dee's Dark Adventures, a well-known YouTuber famous for her thrilling paranormal explorations. She has a talent for uncovering stunning, remote locations with mysterious histories. In March 2024, she camped at Salt Fork State Park with her 2 dogs, but things took a frightening turn almost right away. After finding what appeared to be the ideal spot to set up camp, Dee noticed her dogs acting oddly, as if they sensed something lurking in the woods. She ignored their discomfort, unaware of the eerie presence just outside the glow of her flashlight.
Hold on, it's okay, Mara.
Then more open land, and I was Stop.
Hey! Woo! La, 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 la. Ah!
That's too close, dude, no. She's nervous looking. All right. This is a bad idea. I just... Get away from me. If you're near my tent, please leave. Oh my God. Stop, please. Hello? Stop. Oh, God!
Oh, stop it. I know. Okay, we're going. Okay, all right. Let me calm down. Okay.
Even though she saw nothing with her own eyes, a strong feeling of being watched washed over her. Concerned for her safety and her dogs, Dee moved to her car, thinking it would offer protection from whatever was hiding in the dark. But the night was just beginning.
Okay. No, further one's going off. Okay. Whoo, doggy. I can't, man. This is too much for the nerves here, man. They're all around me. I don't think they're used to this kind of stuff. Like people coming out and being like, "Hey, how are you? She's coming out to see us. Well, let's come in." Something was right there. It just ran. It was running up towards me. It's not close. It's like coming up around. What was that? Something made a noise behind me and I ain't looking. I got the door open. Come on. Wind's picking up. I don't even know.
The sinister presence outside felt unyielding, stirring a sense of dread like nothing she had ever encountered. At first, she thought it might be a wild animal, as the area was marked as a wildlife zone. Ignoring the warning signs and her dog's instincts could have put them all in serious danger. Thankfully, she made it out of the woods unharmed, though the experience left her deeply shaken. On May 3rd, 2019, YouTuber It's Omega took on a spine-chilling challenge alongside his dog, Max. His mission? To spend the night in New Zealand's longest abandoned train tunnel, stretching 1.4 kilometers. Originally taking 15 months to build, the tunnel was never fully completed due to financial issues and was shut down in 1955. Decades later, in 2016, it reopened for hikers and cyclists. Upon arrival, Omega parked his car in a secure spot and set off on a short hike with Max to reach the Eerie tunnel.
We're going to start heading up to the tunnel now. I think it's about a 10-15 minute walk from here up the walkway, so we're going to start moving up there now. Here it is, everyone. Spooner's Rail Tunnel. I don't know how far I'm going to go into this thing. I've got to find a place to set up camp though somewhere, and it has to be in the tunnel, so I'm going to venture in.
Omega found a small spot within the tunnel to set up his sleeping area for the night. After getting settled with Max by his side, he relaxed and had some food, preparing himself for the eerie hours ahead.
Eat buttered chicken, and we got the Big Eat all-day breakfast.
As time crawled by, Omega described feeling increasingly uneasy, with strange, unexplained noises echoing through the tunnel, adding to the chilling atmosphere of the night.
I've had my heckles up all night. I've been hearing noises in the tunnel. I've been hearing all sorts of things. I feel like I'm going a little bit crazy at this point. Max, where are you? Come here. We're getting to the stage where I'm getting extremely tired, but we're going to keep pushing. And we'll do a walk through the tunnel soon. It's like the eerie silence is just getting to me at this point, and I'm hearing things left, right, and center. Trust me.
Around 2 a.m., overwhelmed by boredom and a growing sense of unease, Omega decided to venture deeper into the tunnel with Max by his side. Initially, the exploration felt ordinary, with nothing unusual catching their attention.
You're underground in the middle of nowhere. It's strange. You don't know what you're gonna find down here. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, if you look down there, there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing at all that way because there is nothing each way. It is endless. It is such a long tunnel.
As Omega made his way back to his campsite, the unsettling silence was suddenly pierced by the faint, eerie melody of a toy. Drawn by the haunting tune, he cautiously approached to investigate its source. With each step, the tension thickened, setting the stage for what would happen next.
Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Oh, Max! What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get me out! Oh!
What are your thoughts on this encounter? Do you think it was something supernatural, or could it have been someone secretly following him? The group of men chose to go camping using only gear they bought from Temu. Although they ran into some issues while setting up camp, they stayed determined, and soon everything started coming together as planned. After completing their camp setup, they continued vlogging until nightfall. They then decided to get some sleep, intending to wake up early the next day, but an unexpected event forced them to change their plans.
Oh, what's that?
Upon hearing eerie sounds from the woods, they chose to explore and track down the source. What they stumbled upon soon after is bound to linger in your nightmares.
Oh, oh!
Bro, what the hell? He's right there.
Yo! What the?
They wisely decided not to follow the man, realizing it could easily lead to trouble. Instead, they returned to their camp and left the area first thing in the morning. Could the eerie sounds have been a warning or just another mystery of the wild? A family joyfully played near the edge of the woods, laughing and running around. Suddenly, the kids noticed something unusual in the distance. A dark, strange-looking figure standing motionless, watching them from afar.
Alright, it's time to go south. Let's go.
The figure emitted an unsettling aura that left the father feeling anxious. It appeared that whoever or whatever it was didn't mean well. A man was riding his bike through the woods late at night when something unexpected occurred.
I don't think my map is working. I keep spinning around and it's not showing me. I think I'm like... Oh, that was weird. Come on.
As he was trying to fix his glitching map, which kept rotating, loud, eerie shouting echoed through the woods. Feeling unnerved, he quickly started his bike and continued down the trail, only to stumble upon something even more unsettling.
Okay, now it's working. And
a man with an axe was chopping down a tree when he suddenly started shouting at the biker. Refusing to back off, he began following him, his anger evident as he aggressively hacked at the trees. Feeling overwhelmed, the biker desperately tried to escape the situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
hey! You better not be following me, dude. Okay. I'm gonna get out of here.
All good. All good. All good.
Dude!
Was it simply two friends playing a prank, or was something truly terrifying unfolding? Jasko set off on a creepy adventure, planning to spend the night in a forest. To make it even more unsettling, it was during a snowstorm. He parked his car and ventured into the Eerie woods when he arrived.
Tonight, it's supposed to be really windy, like up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. I don't know how far I want to go in here, especially by myself. And I do want to make it back before the sun does set. Okay, so some of the things they claim about this forest, the haunted lore, is shadow figures. There's a lot of stories that people see shadow figures darting behind trees. People hear screams, whispers in the wind, etc., etc. And I do want to mention something. We've experienced all of that and then some last time we were here.
Holy Spirit.
Armed with his spirit talker, Jasko set out to uncover any paranormal activity that might be lurking in the forest. Here's what he captured.
Is there anybody else here?
My name is Grace.
My name is Grace. Grace. That was a voice. Grace, was that you? People coming into this forest and never coming out. Did you suffer the same fate? So we got some trail marker there. We could go here.
I was buried here.
I was buried here. There is a cemetery in this forest. Maybe we could see if Grace has a tombstone.
The device detects a voice that identifies itself as Grace, saying it passed away in the woods Jasko is exploring, filled with sorrow. As he moves forward, Jasko hears footsteps behind him, followed by a scream. Pay close attention.
Okay, I thought I just heard like literal footsteps crunching in the snow behind me.
I am behind you.
What? Whoa! What the hell is going on?
Even with the frightening sounds, Jasko continued forward. Then he encountered something really disturbing.
Something, folks. That's a shirt. That is a shirt. Oh my lord. Oh. Oh wait. What does that say? Grace.
He found a woman's top with a necklace hidden inside it. The necklace engraved with the name Grace. Was it just a coincidence or something far more terrifying? His exploration was cut short when his car alarm suddenly went off in the distance. Startled, he rushed back, only to find nothing there.
Saw something or someone? Yeah, maybe I wasn't too far off. Oh! Oh! I just heard and my car alarm went off. Is someone trying to break into my truck? Who's there?
Asphyxia.
Asphyxia. What the hell does that mean?
Undoubtedly obstruction.
Okay.
Jasko chose to explore a different area in the woods, but it proved to be just as unsettling. He heard odd sounds and thought he saw things lurking in the trees.
Arriving? Where? Okay, hold on. I'm hearing. I don't know if that's just a. Absolutely? Okay, well, thanks. Thanks, spirits. Holy. Who's out there? I hear something moving. Clearly. Oh, what the was that? Bro, that was a voice. That was a clear as day voice. I just saw something move over there. What the is going on? Oh, oh my God. What the is going on? Oh, what is going on? Whoa! Whoa! What the f was that? Oh my god!
After setting up his camp, he explored the area. His trip was quickly interrupted when this happened.
I'll give you one last chance. Can you give me some sort of sign to let me know that you're here? What the f is that? Whoa! Whoa! There comes a point where, you know, when I'm alone especially, where I have to say enough's enough. First and foremost, I saw prints that were ginormous, like huge. Now, what the hell could that be? And then I hear a high-pitched shriek, scream, whatever you want to call it. There's a very high chance it could be some sort of animal, but it almost sounded human.
Jasko figured it was safer to end his adventure and head out. Was he being followed, or was it something supernatural? Eric, the creator of the YouTube channel Nomadic Fanatic, starts this camping video by addressing his audience and sharing details about his current situation.
Where I'm camping in my personal site, and they said, "Oh, it's too full everywhere else." I said, "Well, it got really full here."
According to the YouTuber, his camping experience has been awful due to repeatedly encountering other campers stealing his belongings and occupying his campsite.
In my tripod, and you just set up camp in my camp. "Oh, well, you know, we're gonna be here for the weekend. There's nowhere else to go."
As he was addressing his audience, a troubling situation unfolded when a man chose to cause a disturbance nearby.
It's okay, OB.
It's worth noting that, according to Eric, the man on the ATV was found dead just a few hours after he left. This is definitely eerie and unsettling, and it's likely a day Eric will never forget. Could this unsettling encounter be a sign that some places in the wild are best left alone? This TikTok features a man and his friends enjoying themselves in a forest at night. Everything seemed fine until they suddenly heard a voice in the distance shouting for help. Could they have been hearing a real cry for help, or was it a trap set by something lurking in the shadows? In May 2018, YouTuber John uploaded a spooky video titled "Maintaining Sanity with an Animal Outside the Tent" on his Lost Lakes channel. His content usually highlights his solo outdoor adventures across Canada, mixing entertainment with useful insights. However, this particular video took a more unsettling turn. John ventured into a remote part of Ontario, Canada, where there was no cell service. At around 3:30 a.m., strange noises outside his tent woke him up, prompting him to capture the disturbing experience on camera.
Living every solo camper's nightmare right now. There appears to be an animal of some kind pacing around my tent. It's the middle of the night. I woke up at 3 a.m. and just couldn't sleep. And then around 3:30, I started to hear this pacing sound, and 45 minutes later, it's still pacing around out there. So I'm gonna talk it out with the GoPro and maintain sanity, and maybe the talking will make it go away. I'm just off Highway 101 west of Shropshire, so this is some very remote country despite being right off the highway, and it's the black bear capital of the world, so I'm thinking that's a possibility.
John mentioned that he was camping in an area known as the black bear capital of the world, which made it very likely that a bear or another large animal was nearby. In such a situation, a flimsy camping tent offers almost no protection against a 600-pound predator. To make things worse, when John tried to return to his car, he realized his keys were missing. Moments later, he heard something brushing against his tent.
And my car is literally right outside there, but I can't find my car key for the life of me. I think I may have left it in the car. So while I'm tempted to hop out and get in the car, turn on my headlights, that's not an option right now because I'm an idiot and I can't find my key. And the pacing continues. It's all gravel here. This is so I can hear everything on the gravel. I can hear all the footsteps, but anyway, the talking isn't making it go away, but it hasn't made a move toward the tent yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's biding its time for an attack. I don't know. Something literally just touched my tent before I turned on the camera. But I'm not really appreciated right now. Second, there's no cell signal here. And third, I have to pee. It's really just comical Almost.
John became increasingly fearful and paranoid as the footsteps persisted outside his tent. To distract himself, he shared with his viewers the safety gear he had brought along, such as a hatchet, bear spray, and an air horn. Thankfully, he didn't need to use any of it, as the sounds eventually faded, allowing him to rest. However, he was never able to determine the true source of the disturbances outside his tent. Could it have been a bear, or was something else lurking in the darkness that night? During a midnight hike through the woods, a man encountered something frightening. Unusual, eerie sounds echoed clearly through the woods. Intrigued yet cautious, he kept walking to find out what was causing them. A creature was spotted sitting on a tree trunk, its appearance inhuman. Its unsettling movements made the man slowly back away, then turn and run for his life. Do you think it was a rake? Sunny Deeds, a YouTube channel that often explores eerie situations, had one of his weirdest experiences with the Randonautica app. The app led him and his friend CJ to two peculiar spots, one of which was located near a spooky road known for unusual occurrences.
That's right.
I
found it. Something inspiring. Trees.
Trees. All right, hold on. Maybe it's over here. Hold on, I can't even get that one out. All right, that could be. It's inspiring that we didn't get as soon as we stepped out of the car. So that's. Wait, what is this? Well, here's a paper plate. That could be inspiring if, you know, we're gonna find food.
Oh, damn it, Sonny.
Damn it.
Dude, come over here. Oh.
Huh?
Those are two very large trash bags tossed back there. See them?
Oh.
My big concern is like if it's a body or something.
If it is, it's. Oh, dude, it is heavy. Cut it open.
Oh, no. Oh, dude, it's got a spider hanging from it.
No.
What's that say? It says NYPD. Look, he's got a spider hanging from it. Oh, no. Oh, I just stepped in. Somebody took. Look at that. And that's our wipes. Alright, I'm gonna say, dude, there are more spiders hanging on that. Look. Oh. Oh, man.
Okay, the fact that there is a NYPD hat up there is way weird. And
Yeah.
you're on the spiders.
100%, dude.
Ew, they're all over the place, man.
I'm getting ate up with mosquitoes. This ain't my spot, man.
What?
That could be inspiring, technically. I'm getting ate up. Damn.
Do you want to take the hat?
Huh?
Do you want to take the hat?
No. Not unless you want it.
No, I'm not. It's got spiders in it.
on it.
Nope, I'm not taking any spiders in. There was something off about the woods that made Sunny and CJ feel uneasy. As they ventured in, they came across 2 trash bags, both filled with wood and tree bark. On their way out, they spotted a cap on top of a point, which made them realize they weren't alone. Their second location was a cemetery, and what began as a normal visit quickly turned strange.
Oh, sounds like they're going over that way.
What the was that? Sonny, what was that? What the was that? What was that? What the was that? That was over there. My finger is stuck in my goddamn flashlight. I can't get. What the was that, Sonny?
Dude, that's over here at the car.
What?
That was over here at the car.
What?
Dude, what the was that? Was
an accident? That sounded like a car wrecked.
Oh, I heard it was glass.
Holy. I thought it was a drunk driver or something. I didn't hear a car now. Listen. It's still cracking or something. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's some bull.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm gonna throw the up right now. Dude, I'm going to throw up. That's a brand new car I have. Oh my.
Huh? You want to hide in the darkness?
There's no way this is happening. I'm dreaming right now, dude. There's no way it's happening. I'm gonna pass out, dude. There's no way.
There'll be a little hide in the shadows.
Oh my gosh, dude.
The bizarre happenings in the woods convinced Sunny and CJ to leave, but when they got back to their car, they found a brick had been thrown through the window. Do you think the Randonautica app might be leading them to something sinister, or was it just an eerie coincidence? In 2023, a YouTuber called Under the Weather decided to camp in a secluded area of Scotland. This solo camping trip took an unexpected turn when he set up his camp between 2 small creeks, hoping the water would offer some protection from the surrounding wildlife. After settling in, he got into bed, but what happened next is something he still can't explain.
Right, so I think I'm going to go to sleep. And unless something crazy happens, I will see you in the morning. Good night. Hello? 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 The thing is, I'm kind of on an island here, so there's river on that side, river on that side. It's very hard to get down here if it was a human, that is. Typical, now I can't hear a thing. Right, I'll turn the light off. I've got a knife in here. I've got a knife. I've got a knife.
Unable to fall asleep, he grabs a weapon and heads outside, hoping to scare off whatever was lurking near his tent.
No, because as I said, I'm basically on an island, so there's no way that anyone could actually get it. Jesus Christ! Hello? 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 Jesus Christ! That. Going to say, how did you sleep? I'm like, great. Like a psycho with a knife. Good night. Good night. Good night.
After giving up on the idea of confronting whatever was out there, he decides it's best to stay inside and wait for the morning. From the way he describes the night, it's clear that the experience really had a lasting impact on him.
I was terrified. It sounded like hysterical laughing that woke me up. Yeah, I just heard people, or somebody, noises around there. Like somebody was coming through the water, like your mind running wild. And obviously I went out, had a wee look. Didn't see anything, then I heard like footsteps. I just ran back in here. And then it did go silent after a while, which was alright, so I did get back.
But the story doesn't end there. While packing up camp, he stumbles upon something lying nearby, which only deepens the mystery of what truly happened that night.
Hang on a minute. Right. These were in a pile over there. And they were just sitting on the ground. Aye, right. I think someone's playing silly buggers. I think it's time for me to get out of here. And well, I can still live to tell another time.
The objects outside his tent remained unexplained. What happened that night? Dee's, a YouTuber known for her nighttime forest explorations, often shares spine-chilling adventures. While not every trip results in a strange encounter, this time she's about to stumble upon something truly bizarre.
You guys, let me do my mudding, okay? Look at this. No soul, no nothing, but it's got a weird print. There's no soul. And you can see where the toes pressed up against the mud. Hi. Hello. Again, my name is Dee. I'm not here to harm anybody.
Upon arriving, Dee's noticed various footprints. They were large, but nothing unusual for a forest setting.
What is that? What's happening? Stop. Jesus Christ, in Jesus' name, leave me be. Stop. Stop. Stop!
Then the noises started. Distant branches snapping and the sound of something approaching her.
I'm walking away, I'm walking, I'm leaving, I'm walking out. You can't do that to me. Whatever you are, whatever it was. I don't want to use that against you guys like that, but you can't do that to me. Don't ever stop. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh God. Stop. Okay, I'm going. Dude, okay? Okay. Alright, I don't know what's with this place, dude. Screw this place. Maybe that's why they cut it off.
There was something in the tree, moving and keeping an eye on her. As she began to retreat to her car, that's when she managed to catch it.
What the hell is that? Let me steady you.
Woo!
Okay. There's an orb around it. Is it moving? What is that? Dude, what is that? Is it just leaves on the tree?
What was that? It appeared to have a long neck, shifting and observing her from a distance, peeking out from behind the trees. What exactly did she capture on camera? Was it some sort of creature or just an animal? I'm not sure, but if I saw something like that watching me, I'd sprint like Usain Bolt. Angelo went on an overnight camping trip in the mountains, a place with a dark and eerie history. It was the same spot where two men had camped before and experienced frightening, unexplained events. One of them supposedly started behaving strangely, zoning out and seeing things that didn't actually exist.
We're still out here in British Columbia, not far from Whistler, and I'm actually heading to a very, very spooky place, apparently. From what I heard from somebody that lives nearby, told me like the craziest story. In this area, there was these two gentlemen, two friends, they lived together, and basically they were camping out, and all of a sudden, his friend started acting very, very strange, kind of zoning out, staring at things that, you know, weren't really there.
Regardless of this, Angelo proceeded to the campsite, and soon after, unusual things began to occur.
Apparently this is the area where it happened. It's kind of creepy because like when I was asking them, I'm like, do you think it was a possession? And he's like, honestly, dude, like I think so. It's like something moved like on the opposite side of my car in the bush. I mean, it is nature, so who knows.
During the night, he mentioned hearing odd noises and feeling like he was catching glimpses of things. Dismissing it, he began using his Spirit Talker app to reach out to any entities that might be nearby.
What is that? I don't even know if the camera's picking this up. Alright, we got Spirit Talker running again.
From the pit.
Like that pit? The fire pit? It's burning really well now all of a sudden. What the f? For a second I thought I saw something like next to my car.
What happened next was truly spine-chilling.
Good.
Angelo seemed to become possessed, staring blankly into the fire as he dropped his torch and phone. What made the situation even creepier was what the Spirit Talker app said during this time. After snapping out of it, he looked disoriented and off. Later, Angelo noticed something on one of the forest trails, claiming he saw someone, but when he reviewed his camera footage, there was no trace of anyone.
Seeing right now? Wait. Why is it not showing up on camera? There's literally something standing right down that path.
Do you think Angelo was truly possessed? Mick set off on an overnight adventure to Pendle Hill, a place notorious for its 1612 witch trials and its connection to the Pendle witches. Despite the area's eerie past, Mick was excited to explore. He parked his van and went for a short hike, taking in the scenic beauty surrounding him.
Guys, hope everyone's well. I'm over Pendle Hill, Lancashire, UK. So a lovely atmospheric morning, beautiful part of the world, even on a morning like this, but it gives it atmosphere. Just a short video. Early morning over Pendle Hill, autumn, you can feel it in the air.
When night arrived, Mick began filming the surroundings and spotted something odd, strange objects moving through the sky. Curious, he kept recording, observing the objects as they drifted by. Do you think they were meteors, or could they have been witches? On a cold November night in 2023, Dan Dixon, the famed horror expedition leader from the YouTube channel Exploring with Fighters, embarks on a terrifying journey into Germany's notorious Black Forest. Dan, known for his fearless dives into haunted locations, has faced countless eerie places, but this time, he's heading somewhere with a particularly dark history, Witch Gallows, where those accused of witchcraft met a brutal fate. Joining Dan are his close friends, Carl and James. They set up camp right beside the Sinister Witch Gallows, a place surrounded by ghostly legends for generations. As the fire crackles and they prepare their evening meal, the group shares chilling tales, unaware that they're about to live one themselves. As darkness blankets the forest, they venture further into the unknown, Spirit Talker in hand, hoping to connect with whatever restless spirits still linger in these haunted woods.
Could you give us a sign?
Are you kidding me? Something just went off when you said, could you give us a sign?
Yeah, wait a minute. Shh. Yeah, wait.
No. I don't have I have it in my hand.
So what was that then?
I don't know.
Suddenly, a sharp, unexplainable sound pierces the night, as if something or someone is trying to reveal its presence. But just as quickly as it began, the forest falls into an eerie, suffocating silence, leaving behind nothing but unanswered questions and an increasing sense of dread.
Whoa! What the hell was that? I thought it was the wind. Dude, it's like someone just... I know. Did you feel that?
What was that?
I don't know, it's like someone just kicked us on, like, through the tent.
I know. Did anyone record that?
Yeah, I'm recording. I'm recording.
I was just falling asleep.
That means you got it. You probably got the wind kick and then your reaction.
There was someone pulling the tent out.
That's what it looked like. The whole tent got pushed.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt in my foot. It was like someone kicked it.
No, I know.
Back at camp, the tension grows heavier as strange noises echo around their tent. Suddenly, there's a faint, chilling sensation. A quick brush against the fabric, sending a surge of fear through the group.
That's what I mean. There's someone running the finger across the...
I get out of the tent. Now, what is that?
Someone's running the finger... Hello? Oh my god.
Right, I'm getting out.
No, wait a minute. Someone ran the finger across it. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's different from the wind. The finger thing, look, you can see it like, whoosh, and you can hear the sound.
You can hear the sound.
Yeah, it feels different from the wind blowing.
See, look, it stopped.
Is that someone's dog? Okay. Someone's outside. Someone's outside. Dude, the fingers ran across. That again, third time you heard it, and then the.
Hello?
Dude, someone's outside. I know. Open the tent. Oh. Open the tent. Open the tent.
Bro, that's someone banging the tent.
Come on, open it.
Shut. There's no one here.
Because what was that? Carl, calm down. You've stood all in the fire.
Dude, there's no one here.
The feeling is undeniable. Something or someone is out there. Gathering their courage, they slowly unzip the tent and peer into the darkness, but there's nothing in sight.
I'd happily sleep here. I would happily sleep here.
The dog thing freaks me out, and I feel like now someone's gonna roll up on us at night. I feel like there's someone there.
Let's pack up.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Should we go down now? See if someone's there first?
No. Let's get all the expenses in the car.
Okay.
Come on.
The silence is stifling, and the sense of being watched is unmistakable. On edge, the group quickly decides to pack up and leave the haunted forest behind. Yet, the mystery remains: who or what was following them that night? Was it merely a cruel prank?
Watch this, it goes. Yeah. There's someone running the finger across the thing.
I didn't realize it at the time.
Someone's running the finger. Hello? Yeah, and then check this out. Fingers across the thing. Is that someone's? Comes round us now.
Okay, it goes all the way around.
Oh my god.
And then the music box goes on. Someone was literally doing it. It was a freaking witch.
Or could it have been something much darker? Meet Kevin, a creator who shares his fun camping adventures in his DIY camper van, while also highlighting his passion for photography on his YouTube channel, KS Blog. However, his latest trip took an unexpected and eerie twist. On September 1st, 2022, Kevin ventures into the tranquil North Shropshire hills, hoping for a relaxing camping experience. Upon arriving, he feels positive about the peaceful night that lies ahead.
Right, well I was going to cook something because I've got loads of food down there. I brought some tuna and pasta and bits and pieces, but because it's a little bit later, and where I am, because there's not that much around, because it is flat, but not flat if you know what I mean. There's a little walk up there. I've got about an hour or so to sunset. There's so much cloud in the sky, but there's lovely colours. So I thought, well, I did myself some cobs, so I'm just having that. I mean, yes, in this you can still come in the small van and everything else. But yeah, I just can't be bothered tonight, because I'm here like maybe tonight, well definitely tonight, and then probably tomorrow. It's just a little break, and just get me out and get me photography, because it's something I enjoy. And when you're like me with a spinal problem, that sometimes you can't do that much. The one thing I do find easier with a small camper like this is before going to bed, before it gets dark, you get the bed out, because it is just pull out like that, pull that out, move that one across, that's the armrest, clip, and then there you go. It's a lot easier to do it while it's light than it is while it's dark.
After having a quick meal and settling in for the night in his camper, Kevin heads out for a walk to enjoy the sunset and take photos of the stunning golden hour.
My back was really playing up, so to be honest, I wasn't even going to think about going out, but I thought I've got to just try, you know, because it wasn't that far, you know, uphill, it wasn't that steep. Well, I've got to the top, and I mean, the light is illuminating the valley, absolutely lovely down there. Hopefully I've got a few pictures anyway.
After the sun sets and he feels satisfied from his walk, Kevin returns to the warmth of his camper. With the air turning colder, he decides it's time to get into bed.
Enjoying an evening. I've got the tablet as my TV there, and that's just watching that, and yeah, be up in the morning for sunrise. Not too sure which way I'm going to go, probably down the other way in the morning. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video anyway, and that a bit more insight into the van this time.
After watching TV, Kevin opts to go to bed early, eager to catch the sunrise. However, the tranquility of the night is abruptly disturbed.
Really weird, something woke me up, and it was pushing against the side of the car, and like knocking into it. It happened for a few minutes, so it woke me up, and it was really weird. I thought, you know, you always think as being car camping, camper van, whatever, it's kids, because there's two other camper vans, there's 4x4, big one next to me, and a Sprinter, I think, near the other side. But basically, you can hear now. I don't know if you can hear this. The car with the keys. It's been shaken.
As he starts recording to explain what had disturbed him, the eerie sounds return, now captured on camera. His camper begins shaking, as if something outside is causing it. Too scared to go outside and check, Kevin stays inside, hoping it's just an animal. After a few more unsettling moments, the silence resumes. Despite the calm that follows, Kevin has trouble sleeping, his mind racing with thoughts about what could have caused the disturbance. The mystery of that night stayed with him, leaving Kevin with an unnerving memory that would linger. In this video, a farmer's walking along the edge of his fields when he hears an unusual noise coming from the nearby trees. Curious, he looks into the trees to see what's happening, and what he captures is absolutely terrifying. A pale creature crouched on a branch, staring right at him. At first, he's unsure of what he's looking at, but as he zooms in, he realizes he's in danger and quickly leaves. When watching the footage closely, the creature's eerie face and mouth can be seen staring toward the camera. This chilling video comes from Mindseed TV. While exploring a haunted lake house in southern Georgia, near the spot where a young woman was murdered in the lake, they hear a noise that sounds like someone doing a cannonball right beside them. They head to the nearby dock to investigate, but what they catch on camera is deeply unsettling.
Give us an initial. Can you give us your name? Can you give us anything?
They explain how this investigation was so traumatic that they needed to take a break from doing any more for a while. Could this eerie splash be a sign that the lake still holds the echoes of its dark past? This clip features John, a passionate biker who documents his solo off-track adventures on his YouTube channel, Gel Builder Films. In this video, John takes us along on a stealth camping trip deep in the forest, hoping for a calm and peaceful night. But things quickly take a surprising twist. On May 28, 2023, eager for the adventure, John heads to his selected spot under the cover of night, keeping the location of his hidden campsite secret from others.
Heading off right now to a secret stealth location. This is a little bit different. This will be done in the middle of the night. Crazy stuff. It's a top secret location. All right, and here we are. This is it. It's going to be pitch black here. Anyways, let's get set up, shall we?
John arrives at his hidden spot and begins setting up camp, not knowing the eerie events that are about to happen later that night. After setting up camp and getting the fire going, John spends the next hour unwinding with a cup of tea, taking in the peaceful atmosphere of the forest around him.
Absolutely silent here. The only thing I can hear are the crickets, the spiders crawling around. I can hear the planes flying across the sky. Apart from that, it's just the sounds of the forest here. It's really, really nice. This flame's almost out. That means it's almost bedtime. Still some heat coming out from this, eh? This is fantastic.
After unwinding by the warm fire and soaking in the peaceful evening, John decides to end his night as the flames start to dwindle.
Anywho, that's it. Let's hit the hay and have a good night's rest. Catch you in the morning.
Expecting a peaceful night, John gets comfortable in his tent, but just as he begins to drift off, an unexpected noise abruptly wakes him up.
Honestly, once again, in the middle of the night, some guy comes along and confronts me here at my stealth camping location. I could hear a rock splashing in the pool nearby. I thought it was maybe just a stick falling. And then I heard another splosh, something else. I thought another branch or something fell. Didn't think too much more of it. And then a light flashed across my tent. And I'm inside the tent, and then I hear footsteps walking by, and this person's not making any sound, and is approaching my tent and going up to my bike, literally right over me.
A splash breaks the silence of the night, as if something has been thrown into the pond near his campsite, followed by the distinct sound of footsteps getting closer to his bike. Alarmed, John calls out into the darkness, hoping for a reply, but is met with silence. Gathering his courage, John unzips his tent, ready to face whoever is out there. Realizing they've been spotted, the intruder quickly flees into the dark forest. Fortunately, it seems the person, likely trying to steal John's bike, wasn't looking for a confrontation. However, the encounter leaves John deeply unsettled. Noah, the creator of the popular channel Creepy Outdoors, captured this eerie footage. An experienced outdoorsman, Noah enjoys exploring the wilderness alone, showing little fear of what might be hidden in the woods. Practical and grounded, he often finds logical explanations for strange events. His channel features camping trips and night hikes, offering viewers a mix of nature's calm and occasional creepiness. But this particular camping trip took an unexpected turn. On the warm summer evening of June 4th, 2024, Noah and his faithful dog, Mika, set out for another adventure. After finding a remote spot in the forest, he set up camp and used his axe to gather wood for a fire. As the flames flickered, he relaxed with a beer, soaking in the peacefulness of the night, just the way he enjoyed it. However, after nightfall, as he was preparing a warm meal, his peaceful trip quickly turned into something that felt like a scene from a horror film.
Creepy Outdoors here. By myself camping, as usual. And I'm a little shook up right now because I heard some strange sounds. Stay here, Mika. Stay here. It sounded like some sort of growling. I'm not sure. I wasn't recording. I was just enjoying my night and hello? Shh. It's okay. I'm just talking to my dog right now. What the? Mika, stay here. Stay. Come, stay. Stay here, good boy. Good boy, stay, sit down. Hello? What the? What the? Calm down. There's been a lot of trees around. Maybe it's Mika. Oh no. Come on. Mika! Oh no. Mika, come back. This dog is... Come here. What are you doing? Stay here. What's out there, boy? You all right? Stay. Sit. I have no idea what the hell this is.
Strange, loud noises started to surround Noah's campsite, breaking the stillness of the dark woods. The thick darkness beyond the faint light of his fire made it even more disturbing. Despite being a skeptic, these sounds were unlike anything he had experienced in over 2 decades of camping. While he tried to convince himself it was just typical forest noises, deep down, he felt something was wrong.
I'm hoping it's like a bear or something just walking by, but there's these banging sounds on both ends. I'm not... Stay. Sound came from here. It's just a lake. Okay. I need to calm down. I need to calm down for now.
Noah seemed noticeably unsettled for the first time in his outdoor experiences. His heavy breathing exposed his increasing fear as the noises intensified, echoing all around him. It was evident he was unsure how to react, and the atmosphere was thick with tension.
Is anybody out there? Okay, well, out of all my camping trip, I've never been this freaked out. I gotta put more wood on the fire.
Noah's discomfort grew even more when Mika, his loyal dog, started behaving oddly. Usually playful and carefree, Mika returned to Noah with her tail tucked between her legs, clearly scared of something unseen. She then began licking her paw as if it were injured, adding another layer of mystery to the already unsettling situation.
I have no idea what the hell that was. If I hear anything more, I'll keep you guys posted. But for now, this is Creepy Outdoors. Out.
The video abruptly cuts off, and Noah doesn't provide any further updates, leaving viewers to wonder what really happened that night. In the video's description, he later wrote, "I've never been so terrified while camping before. When Mika started acting strange, I had no idea what to do. Fortunately, the loud knocks and eerie noises eventually stopped, and Mika calmed down, almost as if the danger had passed. But I still can't shake the feeling that something was out there watching us. What was hiding in the woods that night? Was it an animal, a person, or something more sinister? The mystery remains unsolved, though Noah and Mika made it out safely." Two YouTubers from the channel Lost Places and Legends set out to explore a haunted forest, eager to discover what they might find. Shortly into their adventure, they sensed they were being followed, hearing movement ahead of them. Check it out.
How you been out here? But supposedly there's orbs and things that glow, and we are not sure what it is.
We're not seeing it.
We ain't seen it, but we have heard it. And it is moving through the woods.
It sounds like it's going away from us, though, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess at least 50 yards in front of us.
Moments later, the tension intensified when a loud, eerie scream echoed through the forest. Listen carefully.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't have any clue.
Dude, that was right over there.
Mm-hmm. My camera's pointed right where you were pointing.
That was right over there.
Undeterred, they pressed forward until one of them spotted something hidden among the trees, glowing eyes fixed directly on them.
I thought I saw something move between them trees right up there.
Following the eerie sight of a blue, glowing light hovering in the woods, things took an even darker turn when they stumbled upon an old, forgotten cemetery, hidden deep within the forest.
It's right there. It's right there, you see it? What is that?
Still like this.
Oh, I think I see what it is. That's a cemetery, bro. That is a cemetery.
It sure is. And this is literally in the middle of off of a walking trail.
While exploring the cemetery, the terrifying screams continued to echo around them, heightening their fear with every step. On edge, they armed themselves for protection and stayed on high alert as they carefully made their way back to their truck.
What was that?
It sounded like that scream again.
You got to think though, usually if it's a mountain lion, I would have seen it. Again. For our protection.
Was it simply the wildlife nearby, or was it something more terrifying? Meet Wes, a 31-year-old YouTuber and the creator of Adventures with Wes. On his channel, he dives into thrilling explorations of creepy, off-the-grid. His close friend Andy is joining him. It was July 27, 2020, when the duo set out to explore. On what seemed like a typical August evening in Strongsville, Ohio, Sam and his friends, Tom, Tyler, and Brandon, set out on an adventure that would be anything but ordinary. Their mission was to capture evidence of paranormal orbs, mysterious glowing spheres rumored to haunt certain locations. Armed with cameras, they ventured deep into the woods, where the air grew colder, and an eerie feeling settled over them. Tyler mentioned sensing something strange, and that's when they recorded something terrifying. While reviewing their footage, they spotted something disturbing hidden among the trees. A figure. As they zoomed in, they could make out a twisted, inhuman hand and a pale, unnatural face. It was clear this wasn't a person, and it felt like the creature was watching them. Panic set in, turning their thrill-seeking adventure into a nightmare. Without hesitation, they packed up their gear and fled the woods, desperate to escape whatever was out there. So, what do you think it was? A ghost, a cryptid, or something entirely different? The mystery remains unsolved, but one thing's certain, whatever it was, it's still out there. This video features Roa Sheen, known for her daring paranormal investigations on her YouTube channel, Roa Sheen in Wonderland. For this adventure, she teams up with her friends Chris and CB for a camping trip in Cannock Chase Forest, a place notorious for chilling legends such as murdered children, pigman sightings, black-eyed children, and UFO encounters. With its haunted reputation, the forest is known to be unsettling. While the group expected an eerie evening, it quickly became much more terrifying than they had imagined. On October 2nd, 2021, Roisin, Chris, and CB arrive at the forest under the cover of night. After finding a good spot, they set up camp, with strange sounds echoing from deep within the forest. Despite the unsettling noises, the group stays in high spirits, laughing and preparing for their adventure.
What was that? No, I just heard another noise over there.
I need some nicotine. Is anyone going to give me a light? I need a light.
Probably by your bonfire that you created.
I know, I'm not going back there.
So, yeah, once it goes a bit quieter with the traffic and that, we'll like get the spirit box out. So, no, I'm sorry, that's deep rumbling noise. That can't be anything normal that I keep hearing.
It doesn't work.
Do you know how to ignite it? Push the thing towards it, the circular bit.
Yeah, just keep hearing this like deep rumbling
like
noise.
cigarette
It might
disappear.
be just like something normal, but it does not sound normal to me.
As the sounds from the road fade away, the group decides to head into the woods to explore, but the unsettling noises persist, and it's evident that they're not coming from the road.
I'd love to know what that noise is. That's driving me mad.
Come on.
I'll be coming into your tent at 12 o'clock, Chris.
As each snap and rustle echoes through the darkness, their discomfort increases. Nevertheless, they remain determined to continue with their plans, trying to push past their growing fear.
To be honest.
With the road finally quieting down, they choose to take a walk in hopes of uncovering the origin of the strange noises. It's at this moment that the atmosphere begins to shift.
Should we go down this path? Or that way?
I think further down this path.
What? I thought I heard something then. Oh, there's a spider web across there. I thought I heard something over there again. Over that way to the left, there is a road over to the right of me, but to the left it's just like a lot of forest.
As they moved deeper into the pitch-black forest, eerie sounds surrounded them, with sharp cracking noises that sounded like tree branches breaking in the darkness.
Jesus. What was that? Did you hear that noise then? I can hear things moving all around us. What?
No, it's a mountain bike trail.
I've just heard like what sounded like a stone being thrown to the left and then the right of me. I've just heard something to the right of me again.
As they continue deeper into the forest, the strange sounds persist, and a strong sense of being watched begins to settle in. Thinking they may be facing something paranormal, Roisin takes out her EMF reader, hoping to make contact.
Do you want to communicate with us by touching this device in my hand? If you touch the device, you can change the lights on it. Why is the camera not picking it up? That's really, really weird.
I can get it on mine.
Do you want to come and speak to us? Are we speaking to one of the girls that are here? Are we speaking to a man? Are we speaking to a woman? I don't understand why my camera's not picking up the light.
I'm just getting over in a circle.
It's just gone again there. That's really weird. It's going off again.
I can't see it. All I can see is a green circle.
My battery's just started going really fast as well. Try shining the light on it. That might. Do you want to come through and touch the device again? Did you hear that? I can hear something moving. Can you hear something walking over there? Again. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that moan? Let's head back this way. I'm absolutely exhausted, so we're gonna head back and get some sleep. This has been really creepy, a lot creepier than I thought, because I just thought, oh, it's a forest, isn't it? It's a forest. And so, yeah, didn't expect to hear some of the things I've heard since getting here. I mean, we've not had cameras rolling, and we've heard little girls' voices and stuff. So, yeah, this place is crazy. And I'm not surprised it's got the reputation it has.
The device picks up activity, indicating a potential presence, but just as they're about to explore further, footsteps echo from the shadows, followed by an eerie moan. Growing increasingly uneasy, they decide to head back to their campsite, but the unsettling sounds trail them through the darkness.
So it is early hours of the morning. We've been in the forest for hours now. It's absolutely freezing. It's gone really quiet. Did you hear that there?
What was that as a conversation was going on?
Really?
Yeah.
I can hear it talking.
Get the key to meet her out.
Surely there won't be people about now.
No. But I don't particularly want to be.
Just turn this on.
That was scary though.
Yeah, just keep hearing things all the time. It made me jump out my skin when you heard something being on the air.
I don't want nothing getting attacked from here.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I think this is. I like going to banders, this is too much. It was an area.
At their tents, the forest becomes unnervingly silent, but the group still feels uneasy. The cold night and lingering dread make it difficult to sleep. By morning, they pack up and leave the forest, both shaken and relieved to have survived the night. The eerie atmosphere of Cannock Chase Forest proves to be something that's hard to explain, leaving them with lingering questions and a deep sense of the unknown. What truly lingers in the shadows of the forest? Foul Mitten, a YouTuber famous for his outdoor adventures centered around hunting and fishing, takes a different approach in this video. Instead of highlighting the wonders of nature, the video captures an eerie and puzzling experience. Set at night, Foul Mitten details a series of bizarre occurrences.
They're all over the damn place again tonight. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking towards it. Might actually get to capture something here.
Unexplained events are unfolding in the woods near Foul Mitten's home. Mysterious creatures, both cunning and menacing, keep appearing, making his family feel unsettled and unsure of their intentions. It all starts with strange sounds coming from the forest, footsteps, rustling leaves, and the snapping of branches, as though several beings are moving around their property.
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave. Stay out of this place. This is our home.
As their fear intensifies, they decide to take extra precautions. Foul Mitten grabs a gun, taking steps to ensure the safety of his family.
This is our home. You need to leave. Leave now.
A loud gunshot breaks the silence, meant to scare off whatever is lurking in the woods. The forest goes eerily quiet, but the brief glimpses they capture on camera only add to the confusion. The creature appears somewhat human, yet there's something disturbingly unnatural about it. Its eyes gleam in a strange, unsettling way. Though nothing else occurs that night, the family is left feeling uneasy, haunted by what they witnessed. Meet Flex, a beloved YouTuber behind the channel The Flex Tapes, celebrated for his outdoor adventures as he seeks out remote, serene spots for his camping vlogs. With his camera in hand, he brings his audience along, capturing and sharing the excitement of his journeys. This time, he's gearing up for another camping trip, but he's not venturing into the wilderness alone. His friend Dan is joining him. It's November 15th, 2022, a bitterly cold winter night, and while Flex and Dan are ready for another adventure, they have no idea that this one will be far from ordinary.
And welcome back to another video. Tonight we are back in Epping Forest. You remember the last video where we camped out in Epping Forest? This time we're back and we are in a different area this time. We're in a place called Hangman's Hill, and the old legend is that whenever a car is on the hill and you leave it in neutral, the car will roll up the hill. Crazy.
The evening kicked off like usual, with Flex and Dan making their way through the rugged hills on the lookout for the ideal spot. Their mission was to uncover the truth behind the legends tied to this mysterious place. Known as Hangman Hill, the area has a strange reputation. Rumor has it that if you leave your car in neutral, instead of rolling downhill, it mysteriously drifts upward. Curious to see if the stories were real, they decided to test it out for themselves.
You're gonna put it in neutral. Put it in neutral now. That's neutral.
Right, we're in neutral.
Right,
I'm ready.
Off the brake.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Let's watch him go up the hill.
Foot off.
Look at that, he's rolling up the hill.
Oh wow, this is dangerous. This is scary. Yep. Yeah, we're moving now. Yeah, it's going very fast. It's going very fast. It's going very fast. Ah!
Right, okay.
Still in neutral.
Can't be bothered writing the car off. Right, you ready? Right, get out. Let's go and find somewhere to camp.
As expected, the old legend didn't hold up for them, so they had some fun with it, joking around and staging the car to make it look like it worked. After the laughs, they decided to move on, heading deeper into the woods in search of the perfect campsite. That's when they stumbled upon something unexpected, a graveyard hidden beside an abandoned church. They stepped out to take a closer look, and that's when things took a chilling turn.
Have a fire, because we're not on the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the forest.
That noise?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That wasn't a normal fox noise.
Could have been.
It could have been, but it didn't sound like a normal fox.
Suddenly, an eerie noise echoed through the trees, leaving the boys puzzled as they couldn't figure out its source or what could have caused it. Despite the unsettling feeling, they shrugged it off, grabbed their gear, and continued deeper into the woods, unaware of what was waiting for them. Once they reached their campsite, they set up their tent, built a cozy campfire, and prepared some dinner. Everything seemed calm and peaceful, but that tranquility was about to be shattered.
It makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work that went into it.
As Dan and Flex quietly enjoyed their meal, a sudden loud thud slammed against their tent. Both froze in shock, their eyes meeting in silent disbelief as they tried to make sense of what could have caused the unexpected noise. Footsteps echoed around their tent, sending chills down their spines. Dan and Flex sat in tense silence, straining to determine if it was just an animal or something more sinister. After over 5 minutes of nerve-wracking stillness, they finally mustered the courage to peek outside. But, to their surprise, no one was there. This left them questioning. Was it just their imagination, or had someone really been lurking in the darkness?
The CCTV camera might have seen that.
So I wanted to see if we capture any animals whilst it smashed the side of the tent.
Yeah.
Because footsteps. Hold on, it could be like a branch falling off the tree, right?
Mm.
But the way it smacked the side of the tent,
but then footsteps, but then it could have been an animal. I'll have to check that CCTV footage. How soon can you check it?
Tomorrow morning when we get back to the hotel.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's gone.
No, I reckon we turn the lights out.
Yeah.
And just sit in silence for a bit in the dark. Leave the fire on.
Yeah.
The fire's on like quietly.
They tried to brush it off, convincing themselves it was probably nothing, maybe an animal or even a lost hiker. But deep down, a lingering sense of unease remained, and their instincts were spot on.
What was that? Just in case you didn't hear anything, there's a lot of footsteps and a twig just snapped down there. We've not heard anything like that all night. It's been very nice, very quiet. Lights out, I think.
On high alert, Flex and Dan turned off their lights, sat quietly, and listened intently, hoping whatever was lurking outside would go away. After a few tense minutes, the area grew silent again. They eventually grabbed their camera and continued filming as if nothing had occurred.
So I finally got my wish. The one time we've been camping in like the past 12 months, it's never rained. It's raining now, and we're in a good tent. I'm glad we weren't in them bad tents.
I like good tents. Don't like bad tents.
No, well, imagine if it rained on the roundabout.
Well, that would have been a bad tent idea.
Well, yeah, we might have. But yeah.
The boys stayed the night and thankfully experienced no further disturbances. Yet the unsettling question remained. Was it merely an animal or something more sinister lurking out there? The truth is still unknown. This is Dan, a well-known YouTuber behind the channel Cursed Urban, famous for his outdoor camping adventures. He often seeks out dense, lush forests for his camping vlogs, inviting his audience to join him and experience the thrill of his journeys. This time, Dan is preparing for another expedition, but this one will be different. He's heading into a forest known for its eerie secrets, and it's November 30th, 2024, a cold, bitter night. Little does Dan know this adventure will turn out to be anything but ordinary.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cursed Urban. I'm your host Dan, and we are out here today on another camping adventure. I got out here pretty early. As you can hear, there's still people around, kids playing hide and seek, other campers I think actually just packing up and leaving. Very spirited day.
The day begins like any other for Dan, who has already found the perfect spot to set up camp deep in the heart of the forest. Once his camp is complete with a grill and bonfire ready, he heads out for a hike to explore the dense, mysterious woods. This forest, known as the Forest of Madness or Wendigo Forest, has a dark reputation. It's said to be home to the Wendigo, a terrifying creature from Algonquin folklore. Described as a gaunt, bony human with glowing eyes and sometimes antlers, the Wendigo is linked to themes of hunger, cannibalism, and the cold, showing how greed can strip someone of their humanity. But the Wendigo isn't the only thing that haunts these woods. There are also rumors of spirits lurking in the area. It's not exactly the safest place to be alone at night, but for Dan, it's exactly what he craves. With his spirit talker in hand, he sets out, eager to uncover the truth behind the mysteries of the forest.
I don't know where exactly it is though, that's the only problem. So I'm gonna try and find a location on that. And if I can, then we're gonna go out there this evening. No matter how far it is, but I don't know if I can find it. Did you guys hear that? That was a whistle. For sure coming from the trees. Very clear.
As Dan walks through the dense bushes, a loud whistle suddenly echoes from right behind him, as though someone is calling out to him. Confused, he turns around but sees nothing, setting the stage for a night filled with unease.
I mean, there is a chance that there could be some guys like mountain biking back there, or, you know, some people still like walking. So it could just be them. That was really weird. That was a pretty loud whistle too. And we've been getting all those weird answers on Spirit Talker. I don't know, dude. I don't have a good feeling about this area.
Trying to brush off the unsettling feeling, Dan tells his viewers that something doesn't feel quite right as a sense of unease begins to grow. However, he presses on and continues his journey deeper into the forest. The Spirit Talker directs him toward a pond, said to be the location where a girl was murdered, with rumors that her spirit still haunts the area. Despite the eerie history, Dan approaches with confidence, unaware of the terrifying experience that lies ahead.
Yeah, we're by the pond right here. And Spirit Talker did tell us that there is something by the water. I'm trying to hold this light. There we go. Oh, dude. I just heard somebody walking. I just heard somebody walking, and when I shine the light over that way, it stopped. Hello? It sounded like footprints or footsteps. I'm sure you guys can hear it in the video. What? Dude, that was weird. Hello? That's one of the things about this forest, like I said. People report hearing like footsteps behind them and somebody following them, and they turn around, nobody's there. That's a very common occurrence here.
Footsteps echo through the bushes right beside Dan, but when he shines his flashlight into the darkness, no one is there. Could it be the girl from the rumors still haunting the area? Or could someone be watching him from the shadows of the forest? Trying to ignore the growing unease, Dan heads back to his campsite to start a fire, hoping for a calm night. Once he reaches the site, he pitches his tent, gathers firewood for a campfire, and takes all the necessary precautions for the evening. It seems like a peaceful, quiet night, but that tranquility is about to be shattered.
What the? Dude, what was that?
Trespassing. I will hear.
Trespassing, I will hear. Yo, dude, that... No way. No. Holy... Dude, that... What the... Dude, what... Yo, what are the chances of that? That was loud. That was stupid loud. And then as soon as that happened, I will hear, or trespassing, and then I will hear right away.
A sudden, loud snapping sound rings out near Dan's campsite, making him jump in surprise. He scans the area, attempting to figure out where it came from, but once again, there's no sign of anything. As he sits back down, trying to steady himself, something terrifying occurs again.
Guys, that was that exact same whistle that we heard.
Ominous warnings.
Ominous warnings. That was that exact same whistle that we heard earlier.
Once again, a whistle breaks the silence, and Dan describes it as the same one he heard earlier. Could it be the same person roaming around his campsite? After sitting there in silence and hearing no other sounds, Dan, feeling uneasy, decides to retreat to the safety of his tent and bed, hoping for a peaceful night.
Yo, what the? Yo, what the is? So I woke up. It sounded like something was hitting the top of my tent. Lantern won't work. Come on, you piece of... Come on. Yeah, the lantern's screwed. So it sounded like something was hitting the top of my tent. I'm sure you guys heard it. It was loud enough to wake me up. I know I was out. But my alarm didn't go off, so I haven't been out that long. Something's walking around my tent right now.
Something strikes the top of Dan's tent multiple times, waking him up in a panic. Disoriented, he quickly grabs his camera to see if it's still recording. Suddenly, footsteps can be heard outside the tent. Frozen with fear, Dan knows he must act. Gathering his courage, he unzips the tent and is shocked to see someone moving around his campsite.
What the was that? Holy.
Dan is in shock, unsure of who is outside or what their intentions are. Gathering his courage, he decides to step out of his tent, prepared to confront whoever is lurking in the darkness.
Okay. I woke up and it sounded like something was being thrown at the top of my tent. Maybe these pieces of wood, these sticks right here. Yeah, it sounded like something hit my tent. That was loud enough to wake me up. And then it sounded like something was definitely walking around. We definitely heard those footsteps for sure.
Dan stands outside his tent, attempting to rationalize the situation. Perhaps the sticks had fallen from the trees, but the footsteps? Where could they have come from? Choosing to retreat back into his tent, he listens closely, hoping the sounds don't return. Thankfully, they don't, but the experience has already left its mark on him.
Alright guys, I'm packing up right now. Just getting a few last shots of the area for the video. It's late. It's late. I didn't hear anything else. I sat around for a bit. And yeah, nothing. Didn't hear anything. Nothing came back to the site. Yeah, it's kind of whatever.
Dan decides to pack up and head home, not wanting to risk encountering someone with bad intentions, and who could blame him? Thankfully, he makes it out safely, but the identity and motives of whoever was wandering around his campsite remain a mystery. The camper recounted his evening routine in the van, which included draining gray water and arranging the bed. By 9 p.m., he got ready to sleep and put on a movie.
So they're gonna be left just over here. Make sure I've got some sweets for watching a movie. And then...
However, his calm night was abruptly interrupted by a terrifying incident.
I just heard something outside.
He heard noises outside and quickly realized someone was trying to get into the van, not just knocking, but actually attempting to open the door handle. This made his heart race with fear.
Okay, I think they've gone. They literally tried to get in the van.
Once the intruder seemed to be gone, the camper carefully looked outside. He suspected the person had been attempting to either make him leave or break in. Who was trying to get into his van, and what were their true intentions? Johan, a well-known YouTuber, presents this adventure you might recognize from his channel, Man, Dog, Wild. Johan has a big heart, especially when it comes to animals, with a special love for stray dogs. His loyal companion, Yeti, is usually by his side, but this time, he's also joined by DC, a stray dog he recently rescued. Johan's passion for camping and the outdoors has been with him since childhood, inspired by trips with his parents. Nowadays, he explores solo, always in the company of his trusted canine friends. For the past 3 years, he's been sharing his adventures, captivating viewers with the peaceful beauty of nature and the special bond he shares with his dogs. In this exploration, we go back to January 10th, 2025, a warm, sunny day when Johan embarked on another adventure into the wilderness.
Right there. So, we can't be stuck, huh? She's not going to get down, not with one there and one there. So we're going to wander off for a bit, give her a chance to get down. Hopefully, when we come back, she would have got down and wandered off. I have no idea what she's doing out here. Whoa. Cobweb.
This wasn't the typical way Johan started his videos, but something unusual happened right from the beginning. While walking along a forest trail, he spotted a stray cat perched high in a tree, as if it were trying to escape or hide from something. Yeti, always watchful, was fixated on the tree, his sharp instincts sensing that something was off. Johan mentioned this to his viewers, thinking Yeti might just be curious about the cat. However, it soon became clear that this wasn't simple curiosity. Something else was out there in the woods. The cat's strange behavior, along with Yeti's focused attention, hinted at something more unsettling. Despite the odd situation, Johan continued on, hoping the cat would eventually come down when it felt safe. But he had no idea the real reason behind the tension was about to reveal itself. After setting up camp for the night, Johan made some coffee and relaxed, soaking in the calm of nature. It wasn't long, though, before eerie, unexplained noises grabbed his attention.
There's something making some noise over there. Just in that direction. Definitely something moving around in those woods. And not small. Big. Human-sized. Because I can hear it kind of pushing through the brush. And yeah, making quite a bit of noise. So I'm trying to wait and see if it happens again. So it seems like it only happens when I'm doing something. I was just about to go and make another coffee, and I was going through my pack. Start hearing all this brush moving down there. So I'll try to catch it, but it's
Johan mentioned hearing faint rustling sounds coming from the dry bushes nearby. He couldn't tell what was causing it, but the noise made him feel slightly unsettled.
Aye.
The situation grew even more bizarre when Yeti and DC suddenly dashed off, yelping as if something deep within the forest had frightened them. What stood out was that the noise seemed to come from the exact spot where Johan had earlier seen the stray cat still perched high in the tree. It felt as though the cat, the dogs, and Johan were all aware of something unusual, but the true cause of their fear remained a mystery. As the sun started to set and darkness crept over the forest, the eerie noises faded. However, the idea of spending the whole night there triggered Johann's instincts. Determined to uncover what had frightened his dogs, he ventured deeper into the woods to investigate. That's when he came across something unexpected: 2 mysterious holes in the ground.
So whatever's down in those woods, so the dogs don't want to go in the woods, the cat's up in the tree, out of the way of the woods, and whatever is in those woods, moving around, obviously no one wants to deal with. So kind of glad I'm up here and that's down there. That works for me. Now would be the ideal time, because the dogs are not here. They are not about. They haven't been about multiple times. They've disappeared. So if the cat wanted to get down, now would be the ideal time. But the cat's not getting down. The cat is getting higher in the tree. And it looks like it's looking down at something right now. It's very strange.
Seeing the holes filled Johann with a sense of unease, as if they didn't belong in the forest. They appeared out of place, and his instincts hinted that something was wrong. Choosing not to dwell on the disturbing find, he turned his attention back to the campsite, keeping watch over the stray cat and waiting for his dogs to return. As daylight disappeared, Johann got ready for the night, trying to calm his nerves. He cooked a basic meal of noodles, not realizing that the true horror was still to come.
Dogs disappeared again. They've disappeared a lot more today than they have any other day. That one time they disappeared and then jumped out on me. Hopefully they don't do that tonight, because that's, yeah, we don't want that tonight. But yeah, they've on that occasion they disappeared for a lengthy amount of time. Today they've been just disappearing, coming back, disappearing, coming back. I don't know.
Alone in the dark, Johann spoke to his camera while eating his dinner, trying to ignore the uneasy feeling hanging in the air. Out of nowhere, the quiet was pierced by a haunting sound.
I haven't seen the eye shine. No eye shine. It's all quiet. Just probably. Nope. 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 No. Yet. Yeti. DC. DC. Yeti. Nope. Nope. No.
Frightened, Johann decided to leave right away. With a trembling voice, he called out for his dogs, hoping they were close by to protect him from whatever was hiding in the darkness.
No, not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Huh? Okay. What are we gonna do? Okay. We're gonna move. We're gonna move. We're gonna move camp. Slightly. DC, Jesus. Okay.
Eventually, Johann reunited with his dogs. Though feeling a bit more secure, he was still deeply unsettled. He decided to pack up and move to the other side of the forest, far from the eerie presence at his original campsite. With his flashlight in hand, he walked for 20 minutes, carefully scanning the area for any signs of danger before choosing a new spot to set up camp.
No, I've heard those. I know those stories. No.
Exhausted and on edge, Johann set up his tent again, determined to get some rest despite the lingering fear. He managed to catch a bit of sleep, though not much. When dawn finally arrived, bringing a sense of relief, Johann woke up and checked in with his viewers to share the night's terrifying events.
Didn't sleep too well. Didn't get much sleep. Pretty much just psyching myself out on high alert all night. The dogs were on high alert. They were up and down and running around, like, you know, they'd be laying down and they'd get up and look and be staring at something. And that with a combination of all the sounds that happens out here, and the sounds are amplified and echoed through the mountains. And the sounds could be anything. The sounds could be, you know, the wildlife or the wind or whatever, but the sounds with the amplification and the echoes could be happening the other side of this mountain, but then it travels all the way over here. It sounds like it's happening right here.
The eerie voice calling for help, the disturbing cries, and the fearful reactions of the stray animals all hinted at something deeply unsettling in that forest. Johann couldn't pinpoint exactly what he had encountered, but he knew it wasn't anything good. The most chilling part was the human-like voice, terrifying and almost unreal, as if someone or something was trying to lure him into a trap. Fortunately, Johann and his dogs made it out safely, but the experience left both him and his viewers deeply shaken. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.